Hey there, it is CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, and yes, I can still button this coat. It's quite comfortable. I didn't wreck all my progress in one day. I went to this Italian restaurant. I'm sure I'm going to butcher the name. Notolos, Notolos, in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's been there for a while. It's my first time going there. It used to be Dominic's, which was an Italian uh, sandwich shop. How do you say Italian? Italian. Italian. I'll without sounding like I'm Southern, so you know, uh, Italian. Italian. I mean, you overpronounce it, or you could say it like, "Hey, have you ever been to Italy?" Instead of pronouncing it Italy or whatever. I don't know. It's so funny. I'm so Louisiana. It's so funny. Okay, so, and you should come see us in Shreveport, Louisiana, right across the beautiful Red River from Bossier City, Louisiana, wherein sits Barksdale Air Force Base. Shh, it's a secret. Not really. It's not a secret base, but whatever. Come check us out if you're passing through on your way to another destination. We're a great stopping point. And if you're just looking for something different because you're tired of doing Dallas and you're tired of doing New Orleans and you've done some of that stuff, then you come see us. We will take care of you. We will show you a good time. I don't know what your bag is, but if you let me know, uh, I'll find a way to. Uh, I'll find it for you. As long as it's legal. I don't break laws today, but I do know people who do, but no, I'm seriously no, I don't. Okay, so yeah, I went to the restaurant. It was great. Some friends of mine, and you know, uh, one of my best friends really, and his family, and we played trivia, and it was fun. And the way they do it here traditionally is like you get 3 rounds of trivia, 10 questions each, and each round you can have 3 times the points, 2 times the points, or you could take that round and do just points at face value, whichever round you feel that you did best at. So there's a little bit of strategy going on. Maybe this is the way people always do trivia. I don't know if it's different in other places because I don't get to a lot of other places. I'll tell you, I do go to visit places, but it's usually I'm going to go to a concert or I'm going to go to a convention or something like that. So I spend the whole time at the concert venue or the whole time in the hotel with the classes in the convention, and I don't really get a lot of the culture when I go around. Speaking of concerts, I'm wearing shoes that I bought to go to the Greta Van Fleet concert that I went to last November. But I bought these shoes way in advance, and I was wearing them today. And I showed them on an earlier video, real quick like that. And I didn't get there wasn't a good sense of the shoe. So this is a good loafer. Yeah, basically, it's a real comfortable loafer. I love it. So and it's got that black base with the gold flake uh, pattern to it. That's really kind of neat. It's a little bit of glittery. I don't break these out and wear them too often because they're cool shoes and I want them to last as long as they can. I keep them in the top of my closet. Okay, so um, the restaurant, great. Uh, Parmesan knots. Artisan pizza is basically it's got to be their specialty, right? And so they could use maybe with a little bit more variety, but maybe I'm spoiled by and I say spoiled loosely because their artisan pizza, much better than you would get, say, from a Domino's or Pizza Hut or any of the pizza chains. Uh, Home delivery pizza and stuff like that. This is no, their pizza is much more traditional uh, to the uh, Italian style pizza, So I would think because the hand roll and everything like that. So yeah, it was great. I didn't actually eat the pizza, but I smelled it. Had a wonderful time. I had one or two of the knots uh, that came to the table. I ordered wings in two varieties. One was a garlic parmesan wing that was kind of like a dry wing, and then the other was a sweet heat, which was a very mild pepper. Now I have the type of tongue that I could probably detect flavors for the FBI if I had tasted something before. Any sort of if I've tasted a flavor, I've got like this great muscle memory in the taste buds of my tongue that just uh, won't quit, and very sensitive, so I don't while I can endure, and if it's done well, I love a high heat with my food. Like I love a good crystal hot sauce. But that's cool. But this was not that. This was a mild heat, but I could still detect the pepper there, so it was good, you know. But and then I had uh, grilled chicken Alfredo, which was in this case it was the variety where your chicken is cut up and tossed in with it. So it wasn't like blackened, but actually done um, into the sauce. So the emphasis was not actually on the chicken, but in the pasta and the sauce. And it was almost um, I wanna say it was almost a penne pasta. I'd have to open the box and look. I could do that real quick, but it's not that important. It was good pasta. Actually, it was perfect. It was just past al dente, as I like it, and it's like the pasta. Obviously, this is a well prepped kitchen because they had the chunks of chicken in the pasta and the sauce in the pan as it was done, and then obviously finished off and then brought to the table still in the skillet with the little sleeve on the end of the skillet. So it was great. It was great. The restaurant is a little bit. It wasn't like a 5-star restaurant, but the prices were a little on the higher end for chicken wings. It was like 16 chicken wings. Now I got the two varieties, and then I've got a couple of different sauces. Your basic ranch and your basic blue cheese. For the dipping of the sauce, and then of course that was a 16 wings, and the price was roughly $25, 24 and some change. So I will say the wings were very huge. The wing sections were plump and huge. And chicken, it costs a little bit more these days. So the last time I went to the store, which just the other day, I was able to get some raw chicken sections. Kaylee, we were talking about this, and I know you'll be out there. Maybe you'll see it. We talked about chicken wings and I bought chicken wings for like 287 at our local Sam's Club. Whole wings that I will cut into portions when I get ready to do them. I'm not going to do another treatment of chicken wings until I come back from my trip. I'm taking a trip. I'll get to that in just a minute. But I went on this chicken wing thing where I was trying to find the perfect chicken wing that kind of inspired by my favorite grocery store frozen wing, and I almost have it down, and I think I've got it just about figured out. I've got it close enough, but I think I can work on it a little more. Basically, next time I'll take the wings, I'll season it, marinate it, get it just right, everything that I did before, and I will fry them in instead of using a Teflon where I want to be a little bit concerned about not overheating because you don't take a Teflon above heat. I want to take this. I want to do something. Get like a really really good pot that can withstand a little bit more heat. Get that grease really really hot and flash fry these suckers so they get a real good crispy, crunchy breading. remove them, and then brush them down with a little bit of your favorite, mine is Crystal hot sauce, but it's a cayenne sauce. And you don't want to do something that's so stupidly hot, and not a gag sauce, not a novelty sauce. Get a good, trusted uh, sauce. Tabasco works. Crystal works. Louisiana hot sauce works. I like Crystal because it's actually a Louisiana style hot sauce that's made in the state of Louisiana. Technically, there's a lot of the country that was once part of the Louisiana Purchase, and they can lay claim, and quite fairly, to a Louisiana style hot sauce. I gave up on that, when I realized, Emerald Lagasse was a guy from St. Louis that's like teaching people how to do, and he's an Italian, and he's teaching people how to do Cajun cooking, and it's like, dude, all right. And then I realized that, you know what, there are a lot of Italians that live in South Louisiana and have a fair claim to that Creole Cajun culture. Uh, and they were, it's all, and it's part of the Louisiana Purchase, St. Louis, all that kind of stuff. Got to be fair about it, but it's just not Louisiana if it's not Louisiana. Okay. So uh, anyway, uh, what happened was back to uh, back to my senses here. Uh, did I tell you about the Alfredo sauce? Because I had the wings, and then I had the Alfredo. The Alfredo is like the pasta. Was obviously it's well prepped kitchen because they took uh, the pasta and then the chunks of chicken breast and then the Alfredo sauce, tossed it all around in this skillet, and then obviously finished it by putting the entire skillet into the oven, or even a pizza oven would have been great. I don't know. This is a very well flamed pan of pasta that they brought out, and it's like, oh my god, it's got 12-inch skillet filled with pasta Alfredo, uh, with chicken, and so yeah, it was worth it. That actually was a more fair price than the wings. Uh, but it was fine. I came home with a tremendous amount of leftovers. The portions are huge. And we have this place, Buffalo Wild Wings. Take note, Buffalo Wild Wings. It's a chain that runs through here. And you do little skimpy wings that look like they came off the Cornish game hen. No, you need to the any hallmark of a buffalo wing. The first trait of a buffalo style wing is that it should be a nice, huge, meaty wing. Not a skimpy wing. So yeah, that'll lose you points if it's no matter how delicious it is. If it's a small wing, I'll be like, hey, I got to take points away. Okay, so anyway, um, I did the shoes I was talking about because I bought at concerts. I think that year I remember even just shortly before that I started going to a concert. Jen Blossoms, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. I think I maybe went to Kenny Wayne Shepherd first, and then I went to Jen Blossoms. So funny because I lastly decided to go to Kenny Wayne Shepherd. First, I decided to go to the Greta Van Fleet concert, but the way that everything was appearing, uh, I made those purchases later because first I bought let's see, I think Dave Matthews. We bought, and then we decided to go, and we did all that, and then I was like two or three concerts I bought like around the same time. But anyway, yeah, I did a lot of stuff that year. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Dave Matthews, Pearl Jam, Jen Blossoms, Greta Van Fleet, and there may have been a couple of other ones in between. Uh, Everclear, but I saw them here. That was just going into they were headlining uh, one of our concerts down here. They were great. So yeah, okay. So I was thinking about going to this Madonna concert in Dallas, but it's like, and I can afford to swing it, but then I realized I'm only going to be able to see this show from nosebleed. She's going to look like she's that tall, you know? And it's like, even if I even if I spent more and saw her close up, I mean, we're talking about the tickets I could afford. The one ticket's going to be close to $400, and then I've got to think about the travel, and then I got to think about staying. So I think I'm probably not going to do. I've had a second thought on that. Like, if I come across a lot of money and it's available, then yes, I'll go. But I'm not going to break the bank. Love you, Madonna. Always. To this day, she's still in her prime. I'm not with the other people that she's too old to she ought to act her age. That's yeah, that's I don't know if I subscribe to that way of thinking. I really don't. And the reason why is because I don't see why physically aging should have to change one's personality or one's soul, one's inside light. So yeah. Anyway, um, but I did, and I was going back and forth on that, because I did buy tickets for Alice Cooper in May, which I'm going to go see at the Strand Theater, which I can look out my window and I can see it. You know, uh, what is going on is I got a call from my friend Rusty in Parkville, Missouri, who invited me to come stay for a week or so, and we'll split travel expenses. I'll go. He bought the ticket for me to get up there. I'll buy the ticket for me to go home. So that's kind of cool. Uh, and then yeah, it's just his birthday, and I'll be able to spend some time with him. And that's kind of cool. So it's actually filling a little bit of time for me. What am I going to do? I know that sometime in April, my sister is going away, and I'm going to go sit with her cats. But I'm like, I'm kind of this person. I love to do stuff, right? I'm a very a people person kind of thing. Nothing major is coming up. The occasional art walk or something like that. We'll have a couple of months where there's no big festivals. There's Mardi Gras, but I'm not Catholic. What am I gonna do? Go out and catch beads? I made these. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go visit my friend Rusty. Then I'm gonna come back, and it's gonna be mid March when I come back, and then it'll be uh, time for my birthday in early April. I have another friend who has a birthday in April. My sister's gonna go on her cruise, and that'll get me out of the house for a little bit. And then when she comes back, it's right around the corner from the Alice Cooper concert. So that kind of like gets me kind of. Not to mention there'll be a coming up uh, there's a spring carnival, our spring state fair that's coming up. And then we'll also have, 'cause we're about to have like carnival season downtown. We're going to have that. Uh, uh, Mudbug Madness, which is we have crawfish season. We get together and we do that, and we'll have the Red River Revel. It's really about to get busy and going, but for a month and a half or so, there's not that much to do. The occasional art festival, but we're right around the corner from having the busy season that I love so much. So I'm really kind of been grateful that the moving has given me something to do to occupy the downtime of the down season, while it's been raining and cold. But I'm going to go visit my friend in Parkville, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City, Missouri, and I'll actually get to spend some time there. A lot of times when I'm away, I just see a concert or I just see the inside of a hotel room if I'm there for a convention or something like that. So I really don't get to get out and explore like I want to. This will be purely visitation. So, so a week or so to be able to do whatever the hell I want to do in a quaint little town that should be fun. So I love you all. Love and good night. Peace. I love you.